Our children have suffered enough. I don't have a light up here that says applause. Oh, okay. Our children have suffered enough. We need to return some sense of normalcy to the education process. Families should and will have the time for their summer vacations. Our summer and reading programs should start on time. Just think about this. We could have endangered federal dollars that could have stopped maybe a summertime feeding and reading programs that could have impacted a lot of kids that need it really badly through the summer. Today is a new day for education in West Virginia. We will move forward. No more looking back. West Virginia renews its investment in education and our precious children today. Now, you know we have created the PEIA task force. And you know I have done my appointments and we're waiting on some others to get names to us and get it all put together. And it's just like anything else, whether you budget at your house or whatever you do, at times it takes a little longer. And now all the appointments will be in place by Thursday. One more cleanup is just this. The Promise Scholarship application deadline date was March 1st. And our students were really not able to receive the assistance that they needed from school counselors because we weren't there. So I have instructed the Higher Ed Policy Commission to extend that deadline to March 3rd. Now, I'll take your questions and don't beat me up too terrible bad because I've got some wonderful things to do here. Yes, sir.
Bring your questions to the microphone, please.
Governor Justice, a reporter from the World Socialist website, you tweeted this morning that you found additional budget cuts to pay for the raises, and the Senate Finance Chairman Blair said these would be deep cuts, $20 million in general service programs as well as Medicaid. So are you saying that what you're about to sign, not only does not address the full funding of the PEIA, but it could also be paid for through cuts to low-income and poor children in their Medicaid, children that teachers teach?
There's not a chance on this planet that's going to be the case. And the reason it's not going to be the case is we have cash ending balances in Medicaid that will absolutely backstop any cuts whatsoever to Medicaid. And our people that are on Medicaid suffer in any way. The other thing, okay. The other thing is this, reduction in Medicaid. We feel like that it won't be needed because we ended up with a cash surplus last year in Medicaid of $173 million. Now, in all honesty, we think a reduction of $10 million in Medicaid is just prudent. We absolutely don't think we'll need it. But if we need it, we have the cash balances in the Medicaid coffers right now to cover it, hands down. No one needs to worry one instant about a Medicaid cut. And the other thing is just this, and I don't agree with this. I put $58 million into the revenue, and nobody can stop me from putting that in there. And I absolutely believe with all in me that it is rock solid numbers. Now it came that maybe from whatever the reason may be, face saving or whatever the reason may be, that what we wanted to do is say, now hold on, we're not going to use that money on day one, which that money will be there. We're not going to use that money on day one. We're going to wait till the money's come in here and everything. Well, I mean, from my standpoint, I don't have a problem with that. I know the monies are going to be there. But if need be, there are all kinds of mechanisms to back the stew. Whatever it may be, you know, as far as our supplementals or whatever it may be as far as Medicaid, we're good there. We're good. We don't even need to think about that. Next question, please.
Well, it seems like at this point the Senate and House have been able to come up with a budget that doesn't include the $58 million. Are you concerned about future years of revenue projections since some in the Senate still don't seem to trust the $58 million? How will you work with the Senate next year if we run into the same type of issue?
Well, look, I don't have any idea how in the world to be anything but just truth. When we spiraled off into no man's land here, you know, we were at 2-1-1, and the Senate said, we don't believe this $58 million. Well, if they didn't believe the $58 million, how did they go to 4-4? You know, because 4-4 was identical to 5-3. It was identical, you know, and so I think what we're doing here is we're politically wrangling still, and I want you to know the people that went a different way from the standpoint of the Senate, those people, Mitch Carmichael is a very good friend of mine. Okay, but really, when it boils right down to it, they're good people. They feel like, in a lot of ways, that I walked away from them because I came. How did I come up with 1-1-1-1? Tell you exactly how. Last year, I wanted 2% for the teachers. I couldn't get there because really the message back to me all the time is we want to do it for all. So I did 1 for all, 1 more for all, and 1-1-1 for the teachers. That's where it all started. And I thought, good idea. Boy, did I ever learn. Now, but along the way, what I'm saying to you is just this. Whether you have a disagreement with me or these people up here, every single person in that Senate and every single person in this House wants to do goodness for you and the state of West Virginia. It's just that we get tangled up a lot of times, and then when we get tangled up, we can sometimes become embarrassed, and then we can try to find some way to justify and have high ground. You know, unfortunately,
I'm just straight.
And for that, sometimes we do some things that may not be the logical things.
His phone about to go.
My name is John Ryman. I'm a union person from Oakland, California. And first of all, I'd like to give a big thank you to the teachers out here and to everybody that supported them, because I feel like you have really set a new tone in this country. And my main thought, and I'd like your comments on this, Governor, is we've had 25 years of taking from the poor and the working class people and giving to the rich.